Yeah, this is me, being notified it's time for a new concealment vest. In this video, I finally found a like-minded shooter that has the solutions to all my concealment vest needs. So, before you learn the hard way, get comfortable and see what he can do for you. Thank you. We're here with Terry, where he's going to show us his solution to a custom shooting vest. Terry?
This is the design that my wife and I have been working on now for about 6-8 months, and we use a very heavy duck cloth that's very stiff so that it lays perfectly whenever you're trying to shoot it. So when you try to sweep this away, it almost kind of works like a door because it's so stiff. And it's got the venting in the back here to make it so that it's not a blazer during the summer months and helps vent the heat out of it.
That's amazing. Since most cover garments, they act as a flag, and they hold on to the body. So stiffness is actually a big thing. That's right. That's awesome.
And you can see that the back is very open. Oops, took the light, sorry. But you still cannot see the gun through the garment. So it is perfectly IDPA legal.
Another great feature, especially when it gets in the summer months, it gets really hot. You definitely want the heat to dissipate, and this is an amazing idea, but that's also a great idea.
What makes this vest so different is the pockets are not flat. Okay, most pockets, the garment is completely flat because it's sewn that way. Now, there's a specific rule in the IDPA manual that says that you can use no stiffening devices. No paper clips, no tie wraps, cardboard, foam, none of those things. These are held out strictly by the material itself. It's folded over 6 times double, so this is very flexible. You can crush it, you can poke a needle through it, you can do anything you want. There is nothing in these hoops but material to make them stay open.
Which makes it very specific to the garment itself. So it's legal. No longer will you need spray starch.
Now, we do use spray starch, okay, only because when people store it, they go and they smash them.
Of course.
So when you get one of our vests, you get a care garment, how to care for it. And we do recommend a specific starch using vodka and water.
Vodka?
Yes. My wife is a quilter, and that's something that they've done for a very, very long time because you buy the cheapest vodka you can buy at Bevmo, $6 a handle, okay, and mix it 50-50 and spray it on there, and it's stiff as a board. And not unlike most spray starches, the spray starch will kind of give you a white powder or flake, like dandruff, as it wears. This will not.
Really?
And you just let it dry, put something in there to hold it out, like a plastic softball, or I use a towel and just stuff it in there and just let it dry for a couple of days.
So vodka with your solution that you provide?
We don't provide it. We give you a recipe for it.
Okay.
It's a 50-50 blend of vodka and water on a spray bottle, and you just spray the garment.
Huh.
And it comes out stiff as a board.
Does it decolor,
Nope.
cause any fading or anything
This
like that?
vest is almost 8 months old, and I use it twice a month at least for competitions. And you can definitely see that there's no color variation, there's no change. Okay? Wow. Now, one of the other cool things about this vest that we've done is we've added some straps here in the back on both sides. Okay? So this vest, you can have it to pull all the way around. We can put a zipper in it,
right,
if you want. But most people want that to be pulled back a little further so that it's more gapped to here and it's open less.
As long as it covers the holsters and the magazines, you were good. So having it open allows your hand to come in to sweep it out of the way. What a great idea. So you can actually customize it to each or specific
in
shooters.
That fast. Just by pulling a tab, it goes in and it pulls it back away from your side for whatever you want, or release it, and it will go all the way out to where it will touch in the front if you choose.
Very nice, very nice. Wow. Okay, so If you are interested in one of these, what's the next step? How does one get fitted in order to get one of these?
On our order sheet, we have a diagram here, and it's very, very important that you do this correctly because we don't want, all of these vests are custom made to your size.
Okay.
Okay, so I don't have 50 of these just laying around the house waiting for somebody to order because everybody's different.
Yes.
You wear your gun differently. Some people wear it very high and tight.
Right.
Mine is low slung.
Right.
Okay.
This is why it's really difficult to find the amazing or the optimal cover when you shoot IDPA. Most of the stuff is modified, or they're just really hard to find.
Right.
But this is an amazing idea.
If you go to a Bass Pro or any outdoor place, you can buy a hunting vest like for ducks and all that, but they're very short.
Right.
Okay, and because of the rules, we have to cover all of the holster.
Right.
So if you have a low slung holster, you need a longer vest. If you're very up high and tight, you're shooting from cover or from concealed carry, then your vest doesn't need to be as long.
And that's why they call it a concealed garment. So,
correct.
But when you say custom, so now we can actually step out of the boundaries, right? So if there's something really specific to the shooters, your technique and so forth, you can actually make that happen with any of this stuff?
Correct. I made one of these for an instructor here recently, and because she always has to have pins, we put a pin pocket here for her. Okay, so she's always got 3 or 4 pins in her pocket.
Beautiful.
So on our order form, it tells you to measure from the top of where a shirt would meet your neck over your tummy, because if you've got a man bod like me, a dad bod,
Sexy.
okay, you don't want to measure straight down here because that doesn't allow for that.
Okay.
Okay, so you measure from here down to where the gun would hit your leg.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So up where your neckline is, or your shoulders?
The shoulder line.
Okay, so your shoulders will go all the way down to where below your holster.
To the bottom of the gun.
Okay.
So if you have a low slung holster, your vest is going to be longer. If it's high and tight, it's going to be shorter.
So you just get your wife or your girlfriend or your boyfriend just to come up and measure from the top,
the neck,
down to the bottom,
down to the front of your leg where the holster meets.
Okay, so you're going to have to put your holster on to actually get those measurements.
And then we typically add an inch because we know you have to measure with your arms up.
Okay.
Okay.
That's right.
Not from down here.
So when you bring your arms up, what it does is it brings the garment up as well. So that'll
typically adds about an inch.
Perfect.
Okay. And so we want that measurement so that we make sure that when this garment is on and your arms are up, that we cannot see the bottom of your holster or gun.
Okay.
Okay. Then the other measurement that's very critical is the around this way. So you have to measure from your belly button, cover the dad bod, okay, all the way around so that we make it big around enough for you.
Okay.
Okay. Now it's better to be a little loose than tight, of course, because we are, we have undergarments, we have
you
this.
You also have the adjustments back here,
exactly.
So that will take care of any slack.
Exactly.
I like how it folds in. This is nice.
I typically make that when I'm at the range by the way it folds in like this, it makes it not as baggy.
Right. Right. I'm a big fan of the venting. You don't have anything that will provide this type of relief, especially from the heats and so forth. So I'm a big fan of that.
Now, the other thing that we offer, since this is a totally custom vest, is a lot of the guys want their names put across here. They want logos. I just did one for Kelly, and we put the FT3,
right.
their huge big logo here.
Right.
And we do that before the vest is assembled.
Right.
So you don't have to suffer that scratchiness on the inside of something if you put the embroidery on after. You've got all the little threads and the batting that sticks out. So we put the logos or the name on before it's assembled, so that when you look at it from the inside, you can't see it.
Right. So having your name on it works out really well, especially with the safety officers that are on staff. They know exactly who you are, and without asking you, and they can just definitely call you up to the line and so forth. So that really makes our job a lot easier. Well, very nice. Something like this, how do you begin with the costs?
The basic vest, just like this one, and that's the reason why this one doesn't have a name on it yet, I'm like the shoe cobbler that has to fix everybody else's shoes that doesn't have time to put his name on his own stuff. Okay, so the vest itself is $75 as this is here. Now, if you want embroidery, we can do just about any logo that you want. Your Speed King logo.
There you go.
We've done that. I did the FT3 logo. I've got pictures of that I can provide for you. But we can pretty much do anything as far as embroidery goes. And then the name on the front, those are all extras depending on how big, how elaborate, how detailed.
So $75 is your base price. Comes with the names or no? Okay, so
$10 for a name on the shoulders.
Right,
typically will cover that. Another $6 for a name on the front if you want your first name on the front. And again, those are all sewn on before it's assembled.
Right.
Okay. And then if you want a big a sponsor logo or something, we can put those down here or up here, whichever. Kelly's was put up here. He didn't have his name put on it.
Very cool.
Just the logo for the FT3.
Very good.
But we can do all of that, and it's all done in-house.
Okay, so do you have your own website, or
we're working on it?
Okay, so we'll just contact you with your email and so forth. I'll have that posted on the links as well as the screen itself above us. Do you have anything else to add? This is amazing.
This is a really great tool that I've learned to use, and they're, the techniques that you've taught me over the last year have really come into play. And I had one of my best matches ever last time. I took 3rd overall.
Wow! Congratulations.
3rd in division and 1st in category.
Wow!
So that's a huge jump for me.
Congratulations for that. Once you get the measurements in, what is the waiting time for something like this?
Lead time right now, because of Christmas, has jumped out to 4 weeks, but typically it's around 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's getting busy, so get your orders in as soon as you can, as soon as you figure this out. The colors and so forth, what do you got?
Okay, now we have some standards that we have in-house, but we have on the order form, there's a list of materials that you can get. We have the gray, of course, which is here. We have black. We have a real nice khaki, and I just did one for a guy who wanted construction orange.
So PPEs, baby.
And there's probably 10 different materials that we can get, but this is just the ones that we have in-house for the majority of the customers. Take one of these 3, and this was a one-off that we got for a guy.
That is very cool, very cool.
When he shows up at the match, you see him.
Well, Terry's always shooting around our group, so which is Squad 6. So if you're ever around, just go ahead and squad with us. You can come up and talk to him. He'll answer any questions you guys might have. But thank you very much for taking the time and come on out here.
And when you see me next time, it'll have my name on it. I promise.
Hopefully his name will be on it. Well, thank you very much, Terry. We'll see you soon. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave it in the comments. But otherwise, this is Terry with his custom solution to our cover problems. But thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you in the next video.
Appreciate your time.